Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was not like other people. No matter what anyone said to him, he never got angry. People called him the man who could not be insulted. If someone shouted at him, he smiled. If someone made fun of him, he stayed calm. If someone called him bad names, he simply said, "Thank you." The people in the village were very curious. They asked him, "Daniel, why don't you get angry when people insult you?" Daniel smiled and said, "When someone gives you a gift, but you do not accept it, who does the gift belong to?" The people thought and said, "It belongs to the giver." "Exactly," said Daniel. "Insults are like gifts. If I don't accept them, they stay with the person who said them." Everyone admired Daniel, but some people wanted to test him. They tried harder to insult him. They called him stupid. They laughed at him in front of others. They even threw mud at him once. But Daniel remained peaceful and smiling. One day, a wise old monk visited the village. His name was Father Thomas. He heard about Daniel and became very interested. "I must meet this man," said Father Thomas. The monk found Daniel sitting under a big oak tree, smiling at the birds. He walked up to him and said, "Are you the man who cannot be insulted?" Daniel nodded. "Yes, people call me that." Father Thomas said, "I want to test you myself." Daniel bowed and said, "You are welcome, sir." Father Thomas began to shout terrible things. He said Daniel was useless, a fool, a waste of life. He shouted for a long time. Many villagers gathered to watch. They waited to see what Daniel would do. But Daniel just sat quietly, listening carefully. When Father Thomas finished, Daniel smiled and said, "Thank you for your words. Do you have anything more to say?" Father Thomas was surprised. "Aren't you angry?" he asked. "No," said Daniel, still smiling. "Your words are yours. If I do not take them into my heart, they stay with you. Why should I be angry?" Father Thomas sat down beside him. He was silent for a moment, thinking deeply. "You are truly wise," said Father Thomas. "Where did you learn this?" Daniel replied, "Life taught me. When I was young, I used to get angry easily. If someone said something bad, I would shout back or fight. But one day, my teacher said something that changed my life." "What did your teacher say?" asked Father Thomas. Daniel looked up at the sky and said, "He told me, you cannot control what others say, but you can control how you react." After that, I practiced every day. I learned to stay calm like the deep ocean, not like a small river that overflows easily. Father Thomas nodded with respect. "You have learned a great truth. Many people spend their whole lives angry because of what others say, but you are free." Daniel smiled. "Yes, when you are not hurt by words, you are truly free." Father Thomas stood up and bowed deeply to Daniel. "You have taught me something important today. Thank you." The villagers who watched were amazed. They also learned a lesson that day. Slowly, the village became a kinder place. People started to think before speaking. They tried not to insult others. And when someone said something hurtful, many remembered Daniel's lesson and stayed calm. Daniel lived a long, peaceful life. People from many places came to learn from him. He taught them that real strength is not in fighting others, but in mastering yourself. And so, the man who could not be insulted helped many people find peace.